fans, we ask you to please rise if you're able. Remove your hats as we welcome Ellis for the singing of our Canadian national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Good morning and welcome to Bear Creek Stadium in Surrey, beautiful British Columbia. We've got a rare midweek morning match for you. The first of two we're bringing you this week in the BCPL. It's our special and our first ever school series that's getting put on by Unity FC. And tomorrow in the men's division at 11 o'clock, Whitecaps Academy will come here to take on Unity. But the action today is focused on the women's division as Unity host Vancouver Rise Academy in a battle of the top two teams in the BCPL in this 2026 season. I'm your match commentator, Michael McCall, and I'll have the call for you today and tomorrow in these matches and all season long on the BCPL YouTube channel. After yesterday's heat where it was like 26 degrees, sunny, it's a very different morning here in Surrey. It's about 13 degrees at kick-off, overcast, a little bit of misty rain in the air as well. But we've got a nice grass pitch for today's action, and we'll get into the starting lineups for both of the teams. For second placed Vancouver Rise Academy, led by Coach of the Month in the BCPL, Sam Givot. They are unbeaten from 5 matches going into this, sitting at the top on 15 points, tied with Unity, but with a game in hand. Starting in goal for them today, making her 4th start of the season, is goalkeeper Samantha Powell. Number 33 is Raquel Partovi. Number 37, Brooklyn Bolt. Number 38, Chloe Taylor. Number 39, Lacey Kindle. Number 48, Annalicia Rafu. Number 59, Ali Pizarca. Number 62, Harjanat Bura. Number 65, and wearing the captain's armband, is Mia Martin. Number 68 is Bo Dunn. And number 76, Ava Anderson. For Unity FC, sitting top of the table in terms of goals scored. They've played 6, they've won 5, they've lost 1, which was their opening match of the season, taking on Altitude FC, the defending champs. They went down to a 2-0 defeat that day, but they've won 5 straight games since, keeping 4 clean sheets across those 5 games as well. Led by head coach Paul Ballard, starting in goal, wearing the captain's armband. She's played every minute so far this season. It's Sarah Lewin. Number 2, Eva Rodriguez. Number 3, Sienna Fox-Curry. Number 4, Elizabeth Hicks. Number 5, Cambria Mellum. Number 11 is Jenna Baxter. Number 14 is Brittany Costa. Number 15, Montana Leonard. Number 17, Charity Field. Number 20 is Sierra Leong. And number 21 is Isha Mudliar. And we've got a packed house over the 2 days. Over 2,500 school children are going to be attending these matches. It's going to be loud, it's going to be noisy and boisterous, and we hope you will enjoy the first of what could become a regular school series here in the BCPL. Forge also in the CPL have done this, and they had their school series match this morning out in Hamilton. And Unity putting on a great occasion here at Bear Creek Stadium, a different home for them from where they usually play out at Cloverdale Athletic Park. It's a grass pitch as well, and with the rain that's been overnight and in the air, we'll see how that fares for the teams this afternoon. As mentioned, Unity first in the standings on 15 points, same as the Rise. They've played a game more, but they've got a better goal difference, which is why they are top of the pile. And who knows how important this game could be come the end of the season. It's the first of 2 meetings between these sides. And Unity, 13 goals over the course of the season, wearing the all-white jerseys with a pink trim at the front. They will be going right to left in this first half. The Rise in the all-black jerseys and shorts going from left to right. And it's the Rise that are going to get the action underway. Brooklyn Bolt standing, waiting to get this one underway.
9, 8,
for the Rise. 5 straight wins to start the year. They've scored 11. They've only given up 2 goals. But they're going up against a Unity side that's only given up 3, and 2 of those were in their opening match of the season. And the action is underway here at Bear Creek Stadium.
Let's go, Unity! Keep it going!
And this should be a fast-paced end-to-end game. Both these teams like to attack. They've both got very stingy defences as well, so we'll see how this one plays out. And this one will go all the way back to Sarah Lewin in the Unity goal. Big kick out from the Unity captain, very experienced player. Just wrapped up her college career, Sarah Lewin, with SFU Red Leafs this past fall season. The 22-year-old from Burnaby in her 5th year as well in the BCPL. Unity will build this one out the back. Fox Curry plays it up the left wing, brought down by Charity Field. She's the leading scorer for Unity. Certainly one of the players to watch today. The number 17 for the home side. Number 15, Montana Leonard as well, is another player you want to watch. 3 goals, 2 assists on the year so far. She has played in all the games up to this point. For the Rise, 8 different players have found the back of the net. Boniza, Ali Pizarca and Brooklyn Bolt leading the goal scoring with 2 goals apiece. Watch out for the crosses coming in as well from Raquel Partovi and Chloe Taylor. They've both got a couple of assists on the season. Unity trying to put some pressure on the Rise defence. Last touch though, coming off one of the Unity players, and it's out for the throw-in on the far side. Again, the high pressing game from Unity. Immediately putting the Rise on the back foot under a bit of pressure. And it wins the throw-in as well for the home side. Rodriguez can't find her own player. It's cleared not too far though by the Rise, and Unity will now recycle it out. Try and get something going up the left-hand side. They've been very strong up the left wing in games this season. Part of that is from left-back Sienna Fox Curry, but a giveaway there. And now maybe this first chance here for the Rise to get something going. It's a nice ball forward. It's out to Partovi. She'll stretch the game here. Gets a good ball in and a diving save from Lowen. Plucks that one out of the air as the Rise looking to pounce. Lowen, the co-defensive player of the year in the GNAC conference, and a slew of college honours for Sarah in her 5 years at SFU. Unity now hits the byline. It's a good ball in. Managed to get kept in, but too close to the keeper, and Powell will pluck that one out of the air. A 16-year-old from Winnipeg, making her 4th appearance of the year. Fox Curry plays that forward to Charity Field. She's first timing it inside, and that will get broken up now by the Rise. Here go Unity again, maybe a chance to get the shot in. Jenna Baxter battling away in the edge of the box, and the shot eventually does come in from Montana Leonard, but it's high and over Samantha Powell's bar. Vancouver Rise Academy, Whitecaps Academy, or Whitecaps Girls Elite as was before the Rise came into the NSL and took on the women's side of the programme. Been dominant in the BCPL over the years, winning the first 3 championships, but being dethroned last year by a rampant altitude side. The Rise came away with a big win, 3-1 win over altitude in their last game out on Friday up at UBC. That's given them a 5-point gap now over altitude, that's sitting in 3rd place in the table. Well, one back there by Field. Trinity Western Spartans alumni. She impressed during her college career, and she's continued to impress in the BCPL. Baxter chests that one down, plays it back. Loose ball picked up in the middle though by the Rise, and a chance now for the Rise to break forward, but it's well read and cut out by that Unity defence and poked out to the side for Field. She'll send that up the left wing, looking to try and get that to Leonard, but cut out well from Bo Dunn. That one will just run away from the Rise, and it's going to go out for a Unity goal kick. Sarah Lowen needing the ball to get this one taken. Still trying to put the pressure on this Unity defence. 5 goals given up between the 2 teams in their 11 games played, so this could be quite a defensive battle. I'm expecting it to be a closely contested matchup. As mentioned, it's going to go a long way to deciding who might be lifting that BCL BCPL Women's Championship come July. The winner going on to represent the league at this year's Inter-Provincial Championships. Dunn just holds that up, didn't like the space or lack of it that she saw going forward. Now the long ball chipped forward here. Again trying to play in this dangerous rise attack, but well read by the Unity defence. Field getting put under all sorts of pressure at the back there. Wins the free kick from a side as well from Partovi. Throw into the rise, just inside the Unity half as we hit the 10th minute here at Bear Creek Stadium. Little back heel, trying to play in Partovi. She wins the ball from Fox Curry. Partovi powers forward, gets the cut back, but it's snuffed out by Unity, and they'll get this one clear. Now they've got a chance to break. Baxter gives the return pass to Leonard. Didn't have the overlapping run from Field to her left. She was a little slow getting up there. And that's going to allow the Rise to break that one up. Partovi has to go back and then played forward there. Looking to try and play in Lacey Kindle. Fox Curry, great tackle to win that one back, but her through ball looking for Leonard. Cut out the first time. Leonard, though, gets space the second time around, but strays into an offside position. And it's a very experienced front line for Unity. Montana Leonard, 28 years old. Jenna Baxter, also 28. And between the two of them, they've combined for 5 goals. And a few assists this year as well. Clearance falls now to Kindle. She tries to make room to the shot, tries to get it back out to Partovi. And again, Partovi just going through the back there. A Field, the dipping shot takes the deflection on the way through, and we're going to get the first corner of the morning, and it goes the way of the visiting Rise. Referee for this one is Stephen Lebrechthuisen. Unfortunately, can't give you the names of the assistant referees or the fourth official. They're not down in the app. But just got given the name of the ref there, so we'll try and get the other ones for you as this one goes on. Corner comes in from the Rise. Leonard heads it clear only to the edge of the box. It's brought down by Bura. She's forced to go all the way back under pressure. Remember, we like to make these BCPL broadcasts interactive and get your thoughts on the game. If you want to get in touch during the game, you can do so on Twitter, so X at AFTN Canada, AFTN Canada, or if that's not your thing, shoot us an email, aftncanada@hotmail.com. If you want to let us know where you're taking the action in from this morning, or your thoughts on the BCPL season or either of these two teams, please do get in touch and we'll get through your messages throughout the broadcast. Rise trying to move this out with the short passes. It's blocked though, and they'll be forced to go all the way back. That's a loose one. It's cut out well by Field. But she just has a little bit too much on it, and that allows Taylor to mop that one up. Rise though struggling to get out of their half and being put under a lot of pressure here from the pressing game here from Unity. Unity win it back again. That's just ahead of field. Now the Rise will get that forward. That's surely going to be offside. The flag stays down though. And in on goal, it's the Rise, and we've got the opener in the 14th minute, and it's tucked away from Brooklyn Bolt. Her third off the season, and that looked so offside. The flag staying down, and the Rise have the opening goal here. We don't have a replay in the booth, but I mean, right away, it seemed in line with me. It looked offside, but the flag stays down. And the Rise have the lead. 14 minutes into this one. And it's Vancouver Rise Academy 1, Unity 1. Brooklyn Bolt just back from playing with Canada's under-17 team at the World Cup qualifiers in Costa Rica in March. Got a couple of goals for them there, scoring against Nicaragua and the Dominican Republic, and the U17s heading off to the World Cup later this year. I can tell you some of the Unity officials beside me not happy with that goal. I'll watch it back at half-time, see if we can get another view of that. But it's a nice long ball forward. It split the defence. It's been so solid through the opening stages here. Unity have looked the better side so far, but it's the Rise that do get that breakthrough. Rise very much looking to play out the back, and Unity are pressing hard and not giving them a lot of room back there to work with. They've forced a few turnovers so far, haven't been able to capitalise on it. As they do that again, that's a nice turn from Leonard. She's got the overlapping run here from Baxter. Back to Leonard, drags it back a little bit. Field, who's moved over to the right hand side now, tries to get the cross in. It's blocked though, and that's going to allow Unity to head forward. Second bite at the cherry, and it just eludes the stretching Bolt. Brooklyn Bolt, the South Surrey native. I had experience with Vancouver Rise, the senior team, or I guess it technically was the Rise Academy in the Women's CONCACAF Champions Cup last year, playing against Alianza. One of the younger players, Bolt, on this Rise Academy. 17, she's committed to go to the University of Wisconsin Badgers for the 2027 NCAA season. A few of the girls on this Rise team heading off in the summer for their first college year in the NCAA. Bowdon on throw-in duty here, and I talk about young, she's just a 15-year-old. Plays centre back and full back, as we are seeing her this morning. With a big kick, it's won back though by the Rise. Vancouver Rise so far certainly seem to be preferring to go up the right-hand side. That ball bobbles through to Lewin. Bolt trying to make a nuisance of herself in front of the Unity keeper. Good distribution though from Lewin to Fox Curry. She'll play that up the wing. It's quite interesting in the early going. The Rise seem to be favouring going up the right wing more, and Unity seem to be favouring going up the left. So I think both head coaches have seen something on that side of the pitch that feels that that's going to be their best attacking opportunities. Fox Curry does well to keep that one in, tries to get that up the wing to Mudliar. It's out for the Unity throw-in. Leonard. Touch inside to Leung, and that's a kind of cross come shot going in. It's bobbled by Powell, but she does well to grab it under the attention there, and the Rise will bring it out. And the crowd starting to get into it now. Packed house in the first of two school series matches here at Bear Creek Stadium this week. We're back at 11 o'clock tomorrow in men's division action as Unity take on the Whitecaps Academy. Both teams needing to get the 3 points for that. This is a top of the table clash in the women's division that we're watching play out this morning. The two teams will meet again on June 21st.
We're about to give away some water bottles, so who wants some free bottles? Get out, get loud! How about this side? I didn't forget you. Who wants a free bottle here? How about this side? Who's it?
Unity, we're throwing just inside their own half, forced to go back. Rise not given a lot of room out there.
Keep it going, we got a couple more.
Fox Curry brings it down, tries to get past Partovi, but good defensive play from the White Rock native. Rocky, as she's known to her teammates. Still just 16, but this is her 4th season in the BCPL. As Bura does well, cut inside of Rodriguez there. Bura with the delivery in the box, and it just runs away from Partovi. She's going to chase this down. Can't stop it from going out. Thought it was maybe going to hold up in the wet pitch there, but it's out for Unity throwing deep in their own half. Baxter chests that down, gets it back, little flick, tries to knock it over Dunn. Leonard touching a turn inside, tries to play that through, just too many black jerseys there for the Rise, and they'll break it up once again. Mia Martin gives that one away. Leonard wins it back up the wing here for Field. Tussling away there with Anderson. Field knocks it back well to Costa, and she decides to go for goal. Doesn't really have the power to test Samantha Pyle there. Rice doing a good job at just allowing Unity to get those chances, and that's definitely onside this time as Bolt races in on goal, and she tucks away her second. Brooklyn Bolt, midway through the first half, makes it 2-0 for Vancouver Rise. That timed to perfection with that run. The long ball forward. Bolt streaks in on goal and tucks it past Sarah Lowen. And it's Unity now. Vancouver Rise 2. And it's been a fantastic start for the Rise Academy here as Sarah Lewin gets her teammates in. And you see from the replay there, she tucks it away superbly. Unity need to get themselves back into this now.
Vancouver Rise scoring their second game, number 37, Brooklyn Bolt.
It's a fourth now of the season for Bolt in her fifth game. Lighting up the scoring today, and she's been lively throughout. Big presence leading the line. And for all the passing game that the Rise like to play, it's been 2 Route 1 long balls forward that sprung Bolt. And she just put on the jets there to get away from the centre-back pair and tuck that past Sarah Lowen. Nothing the Unity keeper could do with either of those opportunities. Rise need to keep the pressure on here as they look to put this one to bed early. Partovi putting on the speed, getting away from the defence. Lovely cut back there, and Bolt almost with a hat-trick off the post. Another fantastic counter-attack there from the Rise. And Partovi did so well to get past the defenders there. Cut it back superbly to Bolt. She just ran out of room in the end. Did well to round the keeper, as you see here. The goal gaping at just one little step too much, and it's off the right post. And a huge let off there for Unity. Bolt nearly on a hat-trick. And the way she's been playing in these opening 25 minutes, you wouldn't put that past her getting it today. Unity need to get the next goal in this encounter. It's a Rise that's pushing hard again. Bolt tries to bring that one down. Baxter chasing that one down. It's too much on it, and that will just run away from her. Another long ball forward. This time it breaks to Bolt. A little touch outside to Partovi. She's forced to turn back into the pressure of Fox Curran. Just does too much there, Rocky Partovi, and it's out for the throw into Unity. Quickly get on with this now, but it's won back well by Partovi again. wide to Bura, just runs away from the midfielder. Second time of us featuring Unity this season in the games of the week. First time for the Rise to feature on the broadcasts. Our first real chance to get a look at them, and it's a very impressive group that Sam Givot has put together here. They've had 2 big tests in the space of 5 days, taking on defending champs Altitude on Friday night, and now league leaders Unity here. And if they can come away with the 6 points, it's going to set them up nicely for the second half of this season. They'll have 8 games left to play after this. This is the midway point of the season for Unity after this one today. As that one goes to the back of the box, Moodleyar does well to keep it in. Baxter knocks it back to Leonard, and Unity pull one back. Montana Leonard on the half-hour mark, and it's game back on here at Bear Creek Stadium as Montana Leonard gets her 4th goal of the season. And it was a good cutback by Isha Moodleyar. And Unity on the half-hour mark are back into it, and the finish into the bottom corner. Powell tried to get down to it there. And Moodleyar cuts it back. It's helped on to the edge of the box. And it takes a little deflection on the way through, but that one will get credited to Montana Leonard. And the 28-year-old Calgary Dinos alumni getting her 4th of the year. And Unity, after a sustained little bit of pressure there, make this a 1-goal game once again. And that has given them a spark as well, as you can see. Confidence flying now.
Goal! Scored in the 29th minute by number 15, Montana Leonard.
And that's brought the school children to their feet down in front of us here. Nice movement here from the home side. Leonard threads that through to Baxter. She makes room for the shot, but the flag up on the veteran on the far side. Jenna Baxter, her 5th season in the BCPL. She's played with 4 clubs over those 5 years. Started off with Varsity, but then became Not Somewhat, TSS Rovers as well, and then last year and this year playing with Unity. She had 9 goals last year, and she started the season. And Stronger, he's Bolt on for the hat-trick, and Brooklyn Bolt makes it 3-1 to the Rise in the 32nd minute, and they restore their 2-goal lead. It only lasted 2 minutes, and it's a first half hat-trick in the first 32 minutes for Brooklyn Bolt. A lovely through ball, and Bolt again in acres of room, tucking it past Lewin, who tried to make herself big there. But Bolt, her 5th of the year, and it's a hat-trick for the 17-year-old. So much for me saying that this was going to be a cagey affair with defences on top. 4 goals in the first 33 minutes here, and 3 of them have gone the way to the Rise, and all 3 of them have gone the way of Brooklyn Bolt. think we're going to have quite an open game here for the last hour, as here they go again. Lovely through ball there from Kindle. Ball out to Pertovi. Goes to the outside and an important tackle. Coming in there from Elizabeth Hicks. She had to time that right. And the 27-year-old did just that. 5-year career with Trinity Western Spartans. Was the Spartans Athlete of the Year back in 2022, and she's led this Unity side in the first 4 years in the time in the BCPL. Year 5 for Elizabeth Hicks, such an important player for this Unity side, and timing that one to perfection. But it's out for the corner to the rise. Bura will send it in, swing her in. Lewin out to punch it away. Only as far as Pizarca. Comes back into the box. Kindle goes for goal. And Lewin had to stand tall at a near post there to turn that one over. Lacey Kindle. You thought the cutback was what she was going to do, but gets the shot off there. Fresh from a couple of games with Vancouver Rise's senior team as a development call-up to start the NSL season. Bura to the edge of the 6-yard box, and it can't get kept down this time by Chloe Taylor, another player that's had 3 call-ups so far this year. The Vancouver Rise hasn't seen the pitch, Chloe Taylor, but great experience with her being away with the first team. And that is the advantage that the Rise have by having this academy. They can do these developmental call-ups over the course of this season. Into the last 10 minutes now of the first half here. So another long ball forward that's brought down by Bolt. Definitely seems to be something that the Rise have seen in their scouting to take advantage of this Unity defence. Midlier plays that up. That's a favourable bounce for Leonard, and she gets her second off the game. It's a 5-goal first half, and in the 36th minute, Unity pull it back once again to make it a 1-goal game, and it's a second off the season for Monica Leonard. A long ball forward, she does well to find the room, and Powell will probably want to get that one back. Leonard showing her experience there, and Samantha Powell's got to be stronger getting down there and getting the arm out, and that brings Unity right back in it once again. And a second off the game for Monica Leonard, and it's Unity 2, Vancouver Rise 3. A hat-trick for Brooklyn Bolt, 2 goals for Montana Leonard. And who had a 5-goal first half on their bingo card? Not me.
Scoring her second of the game, number 15, Montana Leonard.
And that's a 5th goal of the season for Montana Leonard, drawing her level with Brooklyn Bolt in the goal-scoring Golden Boot charts. And I've got a feeling the scoring's not finished in this one yet. This is a showcase of the attacking prowess in BCPL for the school children in attendance today. Maybe not the best showcase for the defensive abilities in the league. But 2 attack-minded teams. And Unity not giving up here. I'm sure both head coaches, knowing that this was a school series with four-figure crowd in attendance as Partovi goes again. I'll just break off there. She wins another corner. Good recovery play there from Fox Curry. You can imagine both head coaches have said, go out, entertain the kids that are here. Many of them not that much younger than a number of the players on the pitch for this Rise Academy side. And it'll be interesting to see what the halftime team talks will be for both these teams. Like, they want to entertain, they want to go out, play their usual attacking style of football, but they also want the 3 points here. Bura again. This time it's a deep corner. It's gonna run through to Pizarka. She tries to cut that back, but takes a touch, and we're going to get the first substitution of the game, and it's going to go the way of Unity. And making way at the back is Cambria Mellon.
Substitution in the 39th minute. Leaving the game, number 5, Cambria Mellon. And entering the game, number 18, Ainsley
Iwasik coming on for Unity here. Paul Ballard wanting to try and shore that defence up a little bit. It's been quite porous so far. A lot of it due to this play from Bolt and Partovi. To set her up now, it's Leonard in on goal. Chance for her to get the hat-trick. Oh, off the right post, along the goal line and back out, and we were almost tied up at 3 apiece. Almost 2 first-half hat-tricks as well. Incredible stuff, end to end from both these teams. And the replay here, the through ball just splitting that Rise defence. Leonard did everything right, and agonisingly off that right post and back out. Not sure I've ever commentated on a game where there's been 2 first-half hat-tricks. It's rare enough to get 1 hat-trick over the course of the 90 minutes in a game. Never mind 2 in that, but 2 in the first half would be something special. Monica Leonard, as mentioned, Calgary Dinos alumni. 41 goals she got in a Dinos career in 80 matches, averaging a goal every 2 games. She was the U Sports Player of the Year back in 2021. I remember commentating on her games well when she came up to play at UBC. And we're into the last 4 minutes of a very entertaining first half. How can you not be enjoying this wherever you're taking the action in from this morning? It's not even 12 o'clock yet, and we've had 5 goals. Remember, if you want to get in touch during the broadcast, we like to make them interactive. You can get in touch via X at AFTN Canada, or aftncanada@hotmail.com as Baxter twists, turns, gets that cross in. Midliar hustles that back to the ball. It's cut back. The shot comes in from Leung. It's blocked by the Rise now, and they'll get a chance to break forward here. Unity, though, good defensive stability. Didn't commit too much forward there. Partovi. She's been a constant menace on this right-hand side for the Rise in the first half. Threaded through, almost breaks for Bolt once again in the box. Pass coming in there from Lacey Kindle, daughter of Whitecaps legend Steve Kindle and Canadian women's national team and Whitecaps legend Sarah Maglio. Football very much in the genes of Lacey Kindle. Remember watching Steve play at Swangard when I first moved over here in the late 2000s. Still see Steve play in the VMSL over the years as well, and now getting a chance to commentate on his daughter really ages you. Last 2 minutes now of an enthralling and pulsating first half. Muglia didn't get any time to think on the ball there as it's broken up by Partovi. And it's interesting, we've seen Rocky Partovi playing as a fullback in her first few years in the BCPL, moving up to the wing this year with the rise and getting the little touch inside there to Lacey Kindle. It's taken off her foot, but she manages to keep it in. She's going to have to do this herself. Cut back there to Rafu. Partovi now. She'll chip that in the box, looking for Bolt. Those two have connected so well in the first half. As we move into the last minute, we'll keep an eye on the fourth official as well for how much time is going to get added on at the end of the first half here. Lewin with the goal kick. It was a shorter route, nice distribution to Rodriguez. And skipping away there. Wazik trying to play that pass in, but ends up running through to Samantha Pyle and the rise goal. And it's going to be a minimum of 2 minutes to be added on at the end of the first half here. Baxter can't get any room back to Field. And Baxter with a volley just inside the box. Can't keep that one down though, and that's high and over the rise bar. That might be Unity's last chance in this first half to go in on level terms. Can the Rise get another before half-time? Still a minute to go. Time for one of these teams to get something going. Done. Diagonal ball into the box. It's high up into the air though from Rodriguez. Not the connection she was looking for. No harm done though for Unity as Field getting pressured here at the back by Pizarca. And that throwing decision will go the way of Unity. Both head coaches will go in at the half happy with the attacking prowess that they've seen from their sides. Maybe not the defensive side. Paul Ballard's already made the adjustment in the centre of his defence. And there is the halftime whistle from Stephen Lebrechthuisen. What a first half of action we've had here at Bear Creek Stadium. Unity 2, Vancouver Rise 3. A first half hat-trick from the Rises. Brooklyn Bolt, a pair of goals from Montana Leonard. She almost had a hat-trick herself as an effort crashed off the right post. First half's been wild. What is the second half holding in store? Join us in 15 minutes to find out. Welcome back to Bear Creek Stadium in Surrey, a beautiful British Columbia. It's the second half of our game of the week in the women's division. It's the top of the table clash as first place Unity are taking on second place Vancouver Rise, and it's the Rise who have the 3-2 lead at half time. A first half hat trick from Brooklyn Bolt doing the damage. A pair of goals for Montana Leonard, keeping Unity right in it, and the second half underway here. And we'll see how this one plays out. One change at half time for Vancouver Rise. Coming on number 45, Mila Iwazik. Coming on from number 62, Harjanat Bura. Iwazik, one goal on the season so far from her 5 previous appearances. Another one of the younger players on an all-round young Rise Academy side. Iwazik, 16 years old, from Langley, her second season in the BCPL. And we'll see what she can bring attacking-wise as the Rise look to see this out and keep their unbeaten start to the season going. Heading into this game, Unity 4 clean sheets from their first 6 games. The Rise 3 clean sheets from their first 5. But it's very much been the attack that has been on top in the first 45 minutes. Unity in the all-white jerseys with the light pink frontage going from left to right in this half. The Rise in the all-black going from right to left. I don't think anyone really expected the goal fest that we had in the first 45 minutes, but it's been a very entertaining affair. If you are just joining us, this is the first of 2 school series matches that we are hosting here at Bear Creek Stadium in the BCPL this week. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the men's division, Unity are taking on Vancouver Whitecaps. Over 2,500 children expected to attend over these matches. And it's a busy stadium here. First time I've been out to the stadium. As you can see in the background, still doing a lot of renovation work to expand the stadium and the surrounding areas as well. There's the flag up on the far side. And I can tell you, if you were with us in the first half, the very opening goal from Brooklyn Bolt, Unity not happy that that was allowed to stand. As Bolt very much looked offside, and is that maybe going to be proven to be the difference maker in this top of the table clash and the huge implications that might go with that? The tackle coming in from Rodriguez there on Bolt. Bolt felt she was the one that was fouled, but the decision goes the way of Unity.
Number 62, Harjanat Bura, and entering the game, number 45, Mila Iwazik.
Pass forward just ahead of Ainsley Iwazik, who does a good job to keep that in. Cuts it back to Charity Field. No room for her. Back out to Iwazik. Bouncing by in front of goal. Can dig it out the turf to get the shot in. Leonard looking for her hat-trick there. Just couldn't get the ball out the grass, and it runs through to Powell in the end. Brightened up a little bit. It was a overcast day with some rain, misty rain in the air at kick-off time, but it's brightened up. The floodlights are on just to make sure that it is bright enough for everyone. It is chilly as well, I've got to say. After melting yesterday in 26 degrees, it's down at the 14-degree mark. Ball sprayed out to Rodriguez, but that's asking a lot of the 33-year-old. Rodriguez, a lot of experience that she brings to this Unity side, has been capped at senior national team level for Panama as well as at U20 level for them. Her first season with Unity, Eva Rodriguez, is with Rivers in the very first year of the BCPL, Kamloops as they now are, back in 2022. Altitude for a couple of seasons, and then Burnaby now with her fourth side in her BCPL career. Field does well to shake off the attention. Out to Rodriguez. That was asking a lot for Rodriguez to try and get that in a little foul. Coming in the back on Eva Anderson. Bolt trying to chase that one down. Never really likely to get on the end of it, but Hicks not taking any chances there and just putting that one into touch. And overhead pass just running away from Medallier. Good hustle there from Liam to win that back for Unity. Battle in the middle of the park here, and that decision goes the way off the home side. Hope you are enjoying this one, whether you're watching it live or on demand. Thank you for watching and supporting the BCPL and local soccer. Remember to download the app as well to keep up to date with everything, as Lowen sends that forward. That's just going to run through into the arms of her opposing number one. The BCPL app is available in Apple and Android stores. You keep up to date with the latest scores, standings, fixtures and lineups, and also remember to check out bcplsoccer.ca to keep up to date with everything around the league. The PSLC app as well that you can download. You'll keep up to date with scores across all of the PSLC leagues outside of Quebec. Baxter under attention there, but that decision is going to go the way of Unity. Been a bit of a scrappier start at the second half. I think both head coaches will have wanted to see more defensive tightness from the teams out there. But Unity certainly enjoying the lion's share of the possession to start this second half. Hicks playing that forward. It's going to come all the way back to the experienced centre-back. Just a little bit scrappy to start the second half. 10 minutes into the second half here, and the barn-burning attacking play that we saw in the opening 45 minutes hasn't been on display just yet after the restart. This, of course, will suit the Rise, who would take this 3-2 lead at the very end. That would see them take a 3-point lead at the top of the standings at the end of this one. Unity will feel they've still got a big say in this and can get themselves back into it. They lost their first game 2-0 at altitude to kick off the new season, but it's been 5 straight wins for Unity since the rise, unbeaten on the year with 5 straight wins to start their campaign. They've got the game in hand as well. But it's Unity now with the first corner of the second half in the 56th minute here. And it's going to be Jenna Baxter over to take this one. Good movement in the box from Unity. It's kind of like a line drive in the end from Baxter. Maybe didn't get the connection on that she was looking for. There's going to be a second corner in quick succession from the side from Surrey. Take 2 here for Baxter. Can she get a better delivery this time? Yes, she can. It's a high in the air to the back of the box, met by Field. Blocked though in front of goal and cleared. And now a chance here for Kindle to tear forward. The tackle comes in, knocks it away from her, but just into the path of Bolt. And she tries to play that back in to Lacey Kindle, but just didn't get the direction on that. And Lewin quickly off her line and out with a quick distribution as well. Leung battling to keep this in for Unity. Just taken off her foot though, and now Taylor tries to get something going here for their eyes. Baxter wins it back. Leonard, she's got Ainsley Razik to her inside, but it's not clear by their eyes. And now they will get the ball back and a chance to slow things down with Pizarka. Lewin quickly off her line to stop Bolt running onto that. And the big clearance clears the danger, and it's out for a throw-in to the rise midway in their own half. Leung just bounces off her and it's pounced upon by Taylor. Rafu recovers it in the middle of the park and just doesn't want to take any chances, and this will go all the way back to Samantha Powell, 16-year-old Winnipegger. Her 3rd season playing in the BCPL at 16 years old. I remember when she made her debut at a game at Thunderbird Stadium that we were doing, aged just 14 at the time. Has been with the Whitecaps programme pile since 2023 and part of that Canadian under-17 women's team that were at the World Cup qualifiers and will be heading off to the World Cup later this year. As we get a double substitution coming up here for the Rise. Making way is Chloe Taylor, number 38, coming on number 34, Joelle Bader. We'll bring you the second substitution shortly. Bader, 17-year-old from Charlottetown in PEI. Heading off to college this fall with the University of Cincinnati as well. Another member of this Canadian women's under-17 team. Unity win it by just inside the rise half. Field skips past a couple of challenges there, but ends up running out of room. And just taking a little bit too long on the ball there, Bader, and she's chasing this all the way down into the other half. She's going to have to now get back and recover. Grace Robson, the number 55, also looks like she has come on as that second change there. Already has a goal to her name this season, Robson, from the penalty spot. Unity keeping hold of the ball here, and the shot coming in, but that's not going to test Powell too much as we've moved past the hour mark now here at Bear Creek Stadium.
Vancouver Rise substitution in the 59th minute. Leaving the game number 38, Chloe Taylor. And entering the game number 34, Joelle Bader.
Long ball forward there from Pizarka. It takes a favourable bounce for Kindle. She goes for the curler. Nice idea, nice direction. Just didn't have the power on that to beat Lewin. It's going to take something special to try and beat Sarah Lewin from that position. As Unity now go the other way, just overhit there, and Powell quickly off her line to fall on the ball. Unity going again. They've been the livelier of the two sides since the restart, but that's just got too much on it, and that will run away from Leung. After all the harem scarum of the first half, the free-flowing football and the goals, it's been a much cagier second half. Neither team getting a lot of room out there or creating any real clear-cut goal-scoring opportunities. Pizarka looking for some room. She'll play it inside to Robson. Charity Field now with a chance to bring it forward. That wasn't the best pass from Field, straight at Rafu, who breaks things up for the Rise. And we're going to run a free kick just inside the Unity half, well, about 10 yards inside the Unity half. And they'll send their players forward for this.
Okay, boys and girls, we need to get this stadium bumping, so let's get that Unity chant going. Let's go, Unity!
Free kick coming in here from the Rise. It's a good delivery into the box, headed up into the air. No one can get it down, and eventually a big boot on that gets it cleared for Unity from Leung. Rise get it back right away though. Not finding any space in any of the channels. They'll build it through from the back. Robson threads that forward. Field does well to win that back. out to the wing to Leonard, who the Rise have done a good job keeping Montana Leonard quiet in this second half, but likewise Unity's done a good job at not allowing Brooklyn Bolt to add to her hat-trick. Ainsley Wazik battling away there with Anderson, and this will go all the way back to Powell in the Rise goal. Unity enjoying so much of the ball here, but the Rise have done a good job in really shoring up at the back and haven't allowed any space or any chance for Unity to get shots off in the box. They're being kept in and around the final third without really penetrating into it so far. We're going to get another Rise substitution now. Making way is the hat-trick hero, Brooklyn Bolt. And Adeline Fairweather is going to replace her 16-year-old from Sherwood Park in Alberta. Fairweather yet to find her first goal this season. Does have an assist for the Rise. And this is Fairweather's first year in the BCPL. She does have experience at this level though. She was in League One Alberta as it was last year, a BPL this year with St Albert Impact. 6 goals in her 12 games for Fairweather. And she's another player that is part of that Canadian under-17 team that will be heading to the World Cup. Baxter finds some space, cuts it back to Wazik, but well read and cut out by Bader. Unity knocking at the door here. Leung's shot blocked down by Bader, who seems to be all over the park at the moment, and she's tearing forward here. Touch outside to Fairweather there from Kindle. Now the action has picked up. Bader didn't like the through ball option. And Anderson just overruns her. That was good play though from Ainsley Wazik to break that one up. Two Waziks on the field, one for each side. Myla marshalling in the back, in centre back for the Rise. Rodriguez now immediately put under pressure by Pazarka. And Unity get away with that one. They'll try and now build something up on the left hand side instead. Long ball forward, too much there for Baxter to try and chase down. Past the midway point of the second half now, into the last quarter of this match. Just over 20 minutes to go. Have they used up all the goals in the first 45 minutes, or is there still some more drama to come in this one? It has lived up to its billing as a top-of-the-table clash between the two best teams so far this year in the BCPL. And you feel there's more drama in store as Partovi goes down and wins a free kick for her side. The Rise, about 30 yards out here. Send bodies forward, everyone back defending this for Unity. Rise have 20 minutes to see this one out and get a big 3 points. 3 players in the wall for Unity, a wall that is going to get moved back by referee Stephen Lebrecht-Housen. Long range effort comes in from Lacey Kindle, and I tell you, she got the power in that. That skipped by that far post, didn't miss by too much there.
Unity FC yellow card in the 69th minute, given by number 14.
Brittany Costa picking up a yellow card for Unity in the tackle that gave away the free kick there. Partovi does well to bring that down. She's had an excellent game out there today as the ball comes in. It bounces through to Pizarca, but just takes one bounce too many. She keeps this in, cuts into the inside, hits the byline. Powers into the box and a nice little cut back there, but it's cleared by Unity. Anderson, she can't get room to get the shot off. Now it's chipped back in again by the Rise. Charity Field now, powering forward, bringing this out. Little tug on her from Pizarca, but still Field powering forward. She's running out of real estate fast, gets a dangerous cross in. Powell seemed to misjudge that, but there was nobody there in a white and pink jersey to put that into the back of the net. And the Rise survived that scare. Baxter goes for goal after chesting that one down. Nice idea from Jenna Baxter. Couldn't keep the shot down though, and nothing to test Samantha Pyle in the end. And she'll just run a few seconds off the clock here at this goal kick. Unity look set to make another change imminently. Wait until the next stoppage so as not to disrupt anything as the Rise get the throw in. Hicks back to Lowen. On the pressure from the Rise, forcing the turnover. Partovi trying to get that into Fairweather. Unity being penned into their own half here as Jenna Baxter. No, sorry, it wasn't Baxter, it was Wazik down having to do some boot repairs. Nice turn away from Kindle. Drags it back, thought about the shot, plays inside to Fairweather, and she spins, trying to get the looping shot off. She does, but can't direct it on to goal. And now we will get this substitution for Unity, making way as Isha Mudaliar. Coming on for Unity, just double check this one. Brianna Bitar. It's Great to see Brianna back playing football. Tore her ACL in a live game we're actually doing in the 2024 BCPL season. Missed all of 2025 in the BCPL and in college. It's been a long road to recovery for Brianna, but she was back on the pitch this past season with Trinity Western, and now back in the BCPL, her first appearance of the season. And she'll add a good bit of bite and experience to this Unity midfield as we move into the last 15 minutes now here at Bear Creek Stadium. As it nearly played in there, but again, well read by the Rise defence to break it up. Rafu now. Sloppy play by the Rise, almost punished, but they get away with it there. And they'll slow things down as this will go all the way back to Samantha Powell. She'll just put her foot on this. Dia Kajla set to come on imminently for Unity as well, as that's chipped forward. Leonard, she's got the 2 Unity goals so far, just runs out of space there, and she needs a little bit of help here. Just a sea of black jerseys around her, and Pizarca back with a clearance. Not too far though, only to Rodriguez, who just takes it a little bit too far and gets her cross into the box blocked. Unity though, keeping it alive. Chipped forward here for Baxter. Nice bounce, let her get the cross in, but again, shut down well by Ava Anderson, and it's out for a Unity corner kick. The sun almost breaking through here, a little bit of blue sky in pockets above us as well. Are we going to be in for a hot finish in the last 13 minutes? Baxter. Outswinger corner. And Leonard rises well to meet it. It's kept in by Hicks. Again, good defensive blocks coming in when it matters from the Rise. Oh, and twisting and turning and not able to stop that one from going out. Iwazic there. Second half felt a little bit more like a chess match than whatever you want to say that first half was. Explosive for sure, pulsating for sure. And maybe one for defences to forget. Unity's done a good job shutting out the long balls forward that the Rise were having a lot of success to. The ball over the top for Bolt to run onto. Rafu battling away in the middle. Doing a great job looking for some movement up ahead of her, and it was slow in coming there from Pizarca. Still Rafu, she's going to go herself, tries to thread that through, and it's blocked by Unity, who'll go the other way now. Wazik does well to keep that in. Cuts inside off Anderson, but right there behind her to mop that one up. Mia Martin, the Rise captain. Mia Martin was certainly one of those players that was having the successes with the long balls forward from the back. It's been a little bit of a different MO for the Rise in the second half. As Bitar goes for the long ranger. An audacious attempt there. Didn't really have the power on that, and Pyle easily down to mop that one up, and the referee counting down. Remember, the 10 seconds for the goalkeeper to play the ball is in force in the BCPL this year, and then you'll get the 5-second countdown from the refs if they hold on for it for too long. Goalkeepers are a lot more familiar with that now. Another substitution. Coming off a little bit of confusion though as to what it is, maybe with the cards going over. When the substitution does eventually come, it's going to be Sierra Leone making way, and Dia Kajla coming on, 2008 midfielder, who's just come off her rookie season with Windsor Lancers. And there's still a lot of confusion down there. Not really sure what is going on. I'm not quite sure the officials or the players do either.
Unity FC substitution in the 80th minute. Leaving the game.
Into the last 9 minutes now.
Entering the game, number 19, Dia Kajla.
9 minutes for Unity to try and find the equaliser to keep them at the top of the BCPL standings. If they don't, they're going to get overtaken by this Vancouver Rise Academy, who are looking to make it 6 wins out of 6 to start the 2026 campaign. And powering forward here is Fairweather. She sees Lewin off her line, but you're not going to beat Sarah Lewin like that. Great distribution as well there from Lewin to spark something, and Iwazic runs it out. Just miscontrolled that, and there's very little room for error in these closing minutes if Unity want to get this equaliser, maybe even more. Anderson overruns it though, and Iwazic this time breaks it up. Leonard, she's been kept quiet in this second half. Can she pop up with a hat trick to salvage a point for the team from Surrey? He's just forcing Unity back here, and they're not finding a lot of room. Costa touches it inside, but it's broken up by Fairweather. Now Iwazic Myla will bring it out for the Rise. Robson chips that forward, trying to get Pertovi into play. Oh, and that clearance just runs under the foot there and allows Iwazic to pounce onto it.
But we'd like to ask one staff member to represent each school to come down to the main track.
And Iwazic just gets that taken off her foot by Joelle Bader.
Starting off, we have some staff from Bear Creek to make their way down
Bader
to the center.
chips that one forward. It's one back by Unity, and Baxter tries to thread that through to Leonard. It was the right idea, but just a little bit ahead of Unity's 2-goal hero this afternoon. Unity and Rise both waiting to make another substitution. Actually, Rise not for now, but Unity are going to make a substitution. Bitar wins that back, and again goes for the long range effort, doesn't get the power on it, and Pyle will just pick this one up, run some seconds off the clock.
Now asking staff from Simon Cunningham. Staff from Simon Cunningham to make their way to
Kindle, touch outside to Pertovi. Pertovi's tearing forward in the first half, and she's been shut down well by Unity in the second, as we now get another substitution. Sienna Fox-Curry making way, and Jessie Rickards coming on. Fullback for fullback. Rickards heading off to the University of Toronto Varsity Blues this coming fall season in U Sports. The Women's U Sports Nationals being held at UBC this year. Looking forward to having the commentary on that, hosting another Nationals. Into the last 5 minutes now. Can Unity find the late leveller? Leonard flicks it on, it comes back. Heads all the way here, 4 headers, and Iwazik gets some space at the end of the 4th one. Cuts it back to Leonard, but not where she needed to cut it back, and it's going to be out for a rise throw-in, and again they'll just try and slow things down here. Certainly been a game of 2 halves in terms of action. All the action in this one coming in the first half. And it looks like Brooklyn Bolt's hat-trick is going to give the Rise a big 3 points here, unless Unity can come up with something magical in the late going. Kindle, pound forward, still Lacey Kindle. Oh, and she just gets it taken off her foot at the last minute, and it breaks back to her, and she gets a weak shot off in the end. And Lewin mops that one up. I think we are going to be in for an end-to-end finale here. Unity would want to send this large crowd home happy. Lewin chips it up, only finds a black jersey as Pizarka heads it clear. Iwazik now trying to turn Anderson. Leonard gets it on the edge of the box. Again, no space allowed for Unity. There's that ball looking to try and get to field. Lewin way off her line there to get to that before Fairweather. Bader breaks it up. Rafu now. Now Pertovi's got a little bit of space to work with. Rocky Pertovi going and going. That was a little push on the end, right on the corner of the box. One step more, and that was going to be a penalty for the Rise. They're going to have to settle for a free kick, but they'll be quite happy with where the ball is in these closing 2 minutes of the first half, second half even. Everyone back defending this for Unity, aside from Jenna Baxter, who stayed up the pitch. Bader standing over this, goes straight for goal, and it's a dip in effort a little bit further back, and that would really have tested Lewin, but it's over the bar in the end from Joelle Bader. And Unity just need to quickly get on with this now if they're going to salvage anything from this.
Just a reminder, folks, a couple minutes left in concession, so please feel free to make your final purchases for snacks as well as beverages. Thank you so much.
Bader plays it out to Pertovi. Nice footwork, cuts it across, looking to try and get to Fairweather, but too much white jerseys in the way to break that up, and Lewin, quick distribution out to Baxter. Nice little touch and run from Baxter. Good ball into the box. It's just too close to Pyle, who's quickly off her line there. Last 30 seconds. We'll keep an eye on the fourth official for how much time is going to get added on here. Unity win it back once again. And that was neither a cross nor a shot in the end, and Pyle deals with that, and it's going to be a minimum of 3 minutes added on at the end. 3 minutes here for Unity to try and salvage the late leveller to keep them at top of the BCPL standings. Nice long throw just over the head though of Leonard. And now Pizarka will slow things down out there for the Rise. She's got a lot of room to work with here. Chips it forward to Bader. It's this stage of the game I like to give my unofficial AFTN players of the game, and I don't think it's going to be any surprise that it's going to go to the goal scorers on both teams. Montana Leonard on Unity. He had an excellent first half, could have had a hat-trick herself, had to settle for the 2 goals, and it's the width off the post and a questionable offside that could be costing Unity 3 points, or at least 1 point here this afternoon. And Brooklyn Bolt for Vancouver Rise is the player of the game for me, for the Rise, and overall a great first half performance. She looked so lively, so deadly. It was a constant thorn in the side of that Unity backline as Pyle bobbles that, but collects it under some pressure from Iwazic. 90 seconds of the 3 that were indicated remaining. And I'm not sure that the referee is going to find too much more to add on to that. So time running out fast here for the home side. It's a high dipper. Audacious attempt there from Jessie Rickards. Pyle didn't seem worried in the slightest there, so I think she was fairly confident that that was going to be going over her bar. And the fans and attendance, one last cheer for Unity to try and get them back onto level terms. Is this going to be their last chance? The seconds are ticking down, and Anderson not taking any chances with that, putting it into touch, quickly chasing the ball down as Iwazic. Her throw-in's cut out though by Pizarka. And now Rodriguez is forced to go all the way back to Lewin. She's got a big boot on her, Sarah Lewin, and she'll send this one forward. Doesn't get the connection she wants, but it takes a favourable bounce to Brianna Bitar. And now this is last chance saloon for Unity. This will be the last action in this first half, second half. Don't know why I keep thinking it's the first half. Jenna Baxter standing over this. I was wondering if they might even send Lewin up for this one. 3 players lined up in the wall for the Rise. This will be the last chance for sure. Baxter chips it in. It bounces favourably, and the shot comes in, and a big save at the near post from Samantha Pyle. We almost had some late drama. I think it was Elizabeth Hicks that got the shot off in the end. There's still going to be time though for the corner. Lewin up here as it comes in. Hicks heads it down, and now it's a chance to break. It's an empty goal as Kindle takes the shot, but the referee blows for time. It wasn't going to go in anyway, and it finishes here. A pulsating and entertaining affair between the top 2 in the BCPL women's division, and it finishes Vancouver Rise 3, Unity 2. All the action coming in the first half. A first half hat-trick from Brooklyn Bolt, doing the damage here for the Rise. 2 goals for Montana Leonard as well. And the Rise top of the table. See now, replay here of the goals. Bolt, that one, you see that back, it still looks so offside as Brooklyn Bolt tucks that one away. That is going to be a contentious and controversial goal that opened the scoring here. Unity not happy at all, but the action continued going. Bolt hitting that one off the right post. But Unity fought back well, and the cutback laid off to Montana Leonard at the edge of the box. It takes a slight deflection on the way through, but gets past Samantha Powell, and that made it 2-1 to Rise at that point. But only 2 minutes later, the Rise went up the pitch, and it was another through ball for Bolt to tuck it away past Sarah Lewin, restoring their 2-goal lead. But that wasn't it for the goals. They kept coming thick and fast in the first half, and Montana Leonard managed to get her second off the game. Good skill in the box, putting it past Samantha Powell, who probably wants to get that one back. That rounded off the scoring, but not the action, because this is the difference between the two teams in the end. Monica Leonard's shot off the right post, and that denied Unity taking something from this one. It finishes here, Rise 3, Unity 2. I've been Michael McCall. Thank you for spending your day watching and supporting BCPL Soccer here on YouTube. We'll be back tomorrow here at Bear Creek Stadium, 11 o'clock kickoff. It's Unity against Vancouver Whitecaps in BCPL Men's Division action. If you join us for that, we'll catch you then. If not, we'll catch you at the pitch again soon.